No.
Brunswick Dolphins and Richard Bland. Hi, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. We're getting a late start, and I'm scrambling a little bit here, so apologies for this beginning that we're going to have. It's not going to be good, I can tell you that. But Richard Bland coming in at 14-7, second of a back-to-back for the State's women as they upset Cape Fear at home up in Wilmington, 63-61 yesterday. Dolphins 3-24. They lost to Cape Fear on Wednesday, 91-32. So we're underway with the Dolphins controlling the opening tip. Final three at home to end the regular season for Brunswick as some nice ball movement gets it to Leach, and Jemiah Leach hits the opening bucket of the game. So 2-0 for Brunswick as the Dolphins and State's women meeting for the second time this season. Richard Bland won the first meeting 86-38. Richard Bland shot 46% from the field, 39% from three. Dolphins shot 27% in the game. State's women were plus 17 on the glass. They had 24 assists on 32 field goal makes. You see the ball movement there. So good ball movement on the opening possession for both teams. As here in the opening minute, Dolphins have a 2-0 lead. Wilkins has it top of the key. It's Leach, first of a back-to-back this weekend. Dolphins will play Catawba Valley tomorrow. It'll be an early start at 1. Matthews to the hoop. Ties us at 2 apiece. Kennedy Matthews for Richard Bland. 8:40 left to go here in this opening quarter, just underway. Krishaya McCoy throws it up, misses it short. Offensive rebound by Murphy, and she is stripped but fouled. That is her 97th offensive rebound to Deja Murphy, 28th in the NJCAA coming into play this weekend. She's tied for 43rd in offensive rebounds per game. 12th in the region, in overall rebounding per game for Sadeja at 8.6. So Murphy misses both free throws. It goes off the foot of Burnett, and here comes Richard Bland. For the Statesman, Matthews, who scored the opening bucket, gets her second on a runner from the baseline. Kennedy Matthews with 4. And I applaud Richard Bland fans. I could barely see the jersey numbers on my screen at the home studio. So I'm going to do what I can for you guys. But that gray on black is messing with me. So 7:57 left to go. Richard Bland does lead it 4-2. Matthews top of the key. Lipscomb driving, and an offensive foul is taking the charge. Jemiah Leach, who's got the bucket in the game for Brunswick. So 7:45 left to go. Dolphins force a turnover. Second team foul on Richard Bland here in the early going. Krishaya McCoy. Murphy, too strong. Burnett had position. It's deflected around. McCoy comes out of the pack with it. Extra opportunity here for the Dolphins. Brooke Wilkins. Bounce passes over to Leach on the right wing. Back to Brooke. Leach now bounce pass to Sadeja. Bucket no good. Another offensive rebound. And then we have a tie-up, I believe. Possession arrow favors Richard Bland. So Richard Bland at 14-7. They enter today's game. After that big win against Cape Fear, it snapped a 3-game losing streak. They had a 7-game winning streak prior to that from January 26th to February 15th. So they had been playing well, went through a rough patch, but that big win, Cape Fear, out of the top 20. They were in the top 20. Now they're out. Martin attacks, can't score for Richard Bland. Dolphins playing some nice defense. Got to get some buckets on this end, of course. Defense has been on point. Too strong for Brunswick in transition. That's thrown ahead by Martin, and down low, guess who? It's Matthews. Kennedy Matthews with all 6. She is the team's leading scorer, one of 3 players in double figures for Richard Bland. 6:15 to go here in this opening quarter. Nice ball movement to break the trap. Open look for Leach. Jemiah, yes. So Jemiah got another one to go, and it's 6-4. All 4 points for Jemiah as we go inside inside 6 minutes to go. Hunter on the near side. Now Matthews. Lipscomb posting, and they look for Early, I believe that was, down low. Couldn't get it to her. Sierra McGinley coming in. I hope. I really am having trouble with the jersey numbers. Sierra McGinley is one of the, she's the 3rd player in double figures in scoring as Matthews takes it away for Richard Bland. Kennedy Matthews with all 8. As the State's women are doubling up your Dolphins, 8-4, 5:20 to go here in this first quarter. Wilkins over to McCoy, back to Brooke. And we got a kickball, I believe. Might have gone off the foot of Hunter. And another change for Richard Bland. I'll try to get you a new player. Inbound goes to McCoy. Here's Brooke Wilkins, top of the key. 12 to shoot for Brunswick. Just past the midway point here in this opening quarter. Richard Bland 8-4 lead. Murphy bounce passes, but it's taken away by Hunter. Throw ahead to the hot hand, Matthews. Keep attacking if you're Matthews, and she's going to go to the free throw line. She has all 4 points with 4:48 left to go. She'll go to the free throw line when we come back. We have some technical things I need to work out, folks, so I'm going to take the broadcast offline for a minute here. It'll still stream. You're just not going to see any video, and I'll be back after this media timeout. I think I might have worked this out. Hang on. All right, let's try this again now. So no good on the first free throw, yeah. I might have worked this out where it looks like I know what the heck I'm doing. I don't, but Kennedy Matthews gets 1 out of 2, and it's 9-4. Now, the clock on your scoreboard that you see on your screen now, it's about a second off. I'll try to fix that down the road. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Another nice steal here for Hunter. Richard Bland's Hunter swings it out, and a traveling violation. Dolphins all 4 points from Jemiah Leach, and Kennedy Matthews with all 9 for Richard Bland. Let's just get them on a one-on-one to 21 or something. Game of 21, maybe. Call it a day. Trap is on. And McCoy traveled with the basketball. So we've seen back-to-back turnovers now. With 4:27 left to go in the game. Hunter top of the key. Dolphins in a zone. Kalen Logan Boatnight has come in. The 3-ball goes in and out. This is a Statesman team, a Stateswomen team that entered the weekend as the 3rd best 3-point shooting team in JUCO basketball at the D2 level. 37% as a team on the year. 8th best shooting overall at 45%. It was a defensive battle up at Cape Fear. We don't have the stats, but needless to say, this is a dangerous offensive team. Matthews has been deadly here today. She gets it down low. The bucket is no good. And Dolphins doing a nice job on the defensive glass. This is a good rebounding Dolphins team. Not a ton of size, but, players like Burnett down low. Murphy we talked about. Burnett gets it out to Wilkins. Steps inside the 3-point line. Rainbow shot was no good. And then Hunter had it poked away. Gets it back, takes it top of the key to Matthews on the left side. Extra pass, and the bucket is banked. So Richard Bland now leading by 7. Brooke Wilkins into the forecourt. I believe it's Riley Gibson who scored that basket. I'm checking on it still for Richard Bland. Either that or was early. Mercedes Gaither is also in the game. And down low, the reverse is good. So Matthews is in double figures already. Richard Bland up by 9. 2:30 left to go in the game. Kalen Logan Boatnight. Leach down low. Jada Burnett can't bank it. It's tipped and the rebound controlled by Hunter. Hunter will step back. And now gets an open look for 3 and buries it. Amari Hunter, 12.1 points per ball game, 37% from 3. And it's 16-4. Richard Bland with the lead as we're inside a minute 50 left to go here in this first quarter. Brooke Wilkins bounce pass over to McCoy, and McCoy is fouled. 13 foul on Richard Bland. Some subs for Brunswick. Skylar Lassiter checking into the game. Cache Morton is out there. Sadasia Murphy returns. Wilkins stays out there, so does Boatnight. Kalen Logan Boatnight, handoff to Brooke. Cache Morton on the wing with 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Wilkins back to Boatnight. Step back 3 is banked in. So Kalen Logan Boatnight ends that scoring run for Richard Bland. And we got a traveling violation called on, I believe that was Lipscomb who came back into the game. So 1:11 left to go. Dolphins will get the basketball here. And we got another whistle. 4th team foul on Richard Bland. So Dolphins maybe opportunity to get into the bonus if they stay aggressive in this final minute of the quarter. Cache Morton on the wing. Cross court to Kaylin Logan Boaknight. Now Wilkins. Back to Boaknight for three. Hit a second one.
There you go, girl. That's what I'm talking about, man.
So Kaylin Logan Boaknight, one of the better three-point shooters on the team, closes the gap down to 6 now. Matthews tries to answer. She's been hot. Not that one, and we got a foul on the rebound. It's going to be the 15th foul, and Kaylin Logan Boaknight off the bench with 6 points. Now, she should be going to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Kaylin Logan Boaknight, 76% free throw shooter on the season. Is short on that first one. Fast start for her off the bench, trying to salvage the free throw trip. Missed them both. Rare misses at the free throw line. Matthews got the rebound.
Get back out.
Ball swung back to Matthews on the right wing. And another triple goes down. That was Sierra McGinley's 39% from 3. Last shot time for the Dolphins here. Deja Murphy extra pass, and the Dolphins are not going to get a shot off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's Richard Bland leading Brunswick 19-10. After 10 minutes of play. We'll be back with the second quarter here in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman back here with you at the home studio in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. You and I watching Region 10 action between the Brunswick Dolphins, Richard Bland stateswomen. Richard Bland 14-7. Dolphins 3-win season thus far as they start this final week of games. It's the final homestand for Brunswick. They will play tomorrow against Catawba Valley. That'll be at 1 p.m. And then at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, they host Fayetteville Tech. And then, of course, Brunswick is going to host the region tournament as well. The quarterfinals and the quarterfinals all the way to the championship game. Opening round action in Region 10 will take place at the higher seeds. And that'll be not this coming Monday, but the following Monday after that. So that's what's going on in Region 10 in D2 women's basketball. It's an opportunity, I believe, for a 2-bid. The automatic qualifier is the tournament champ as Lipscomb hits the jumper to put Richard Bland up double figures here in the opening minute. I think the runner-up, I working on the details on that, but there is an opportunity for 2 teams in the region to go to the national tournament. which I believe will be in Missouri this year. Cache Martin with the offensive rebound. Then it's poked away. Players on the floor. We're going to get a foul called, and who's it going to be on? Looks like it's going against Brunswick.
It's under it, Allie.
8:38 left to go, just underway here in this second quarter. As Hunter's been running the point, gets it back from Lipscomb. Here's Gibson. And it's another turnover for the Statesmen. These two teams only played one time a season ago. Richard Bland won that one. It's a young program. Our old friend Olivia Gaines was the first coach in program history. As we go inside 8 minutes to go, the bank shot is no good for Richard Bland. Then it's tipped out of bounds. I think Sedasia touched it last. Kalen Logan Boatnight going to go out after hitting a couple of triples in the first quarter as Krishaya McCoy comes back in. So it's McCoy, Lassiter, Brooke Wilkins, Leach, and Murphy. The bank shot is good for Early. That's her second bucket. Kamaya Early with 4, averaging about 5 points per game. Wilkins to Murphy. Here's McCoy. The jumper is good. First bucket of the game for Krishaya McCoy. Close to 10 points per ball game this season. 4.4 rebounds and 2.1 steals for Krishaya McCoy this year. That shot is way off. The putback down low is no good. Nice box out by Krishaya. She'll get the break going. Dolphins out to Wilkins. Dolphins had numbers, pulled it back. Now McCoy tries it from the left side, no good. Rebound controlled by Richard Bland. Three ball, no good. Richard Bland, late in that first quarter, started heating up for three. They've missed a couple here. Matthews had a hot start. Kennedy Matthews is back into the game for Todd Chico's team. Kennedy Matthews with 11 points in that first quarter. Richard Bland leading by 11 here with 6:48 to go until halftime. So we're with you again tomorrow at 1 p.m. as part of a doubleheader, then doubleheader on Wednesday. Wednesday is also sophomore night for the ladies, and we'll have some halftime interviews for you. Murphy gets it to McCoy, and away from the ball, we have a foul down low. It's going to be the first foul of the quarter on Richard Bland. Both teams with one personal each. Oh, I was sorry. It's been a while since you and I have been together, and I missed some good games. That's a Central Carolina game. Dolphins able to end the losing streak, winning that game, and then I know there was some controversy in the Patrick and Henry game. Sedasia Murphy can't get it to go. Matthews, nice box out and rebound for the guard, Kennedy Matthews. Extra pass to Lipscomb for three. Got it to go. Natavia Lipscomb is a 61% three-point shooter. Yeah, doesn't shoot a ton of them, of course, but that's a massive number even if you've only taken 5 to be in the 60% range. Steal there by Gibson. And a quick trigger three is no good by Martin. Then away from the ball, another foul called. And again on the rebound, it's on Richard Bland. Second team foul on the State's women. Quickly back in, Kalen Logan Boatnight, Sedasia Murphy to the bench. that the third foul on Gibson? Already the third on her, so she's out of the game. As Gaither coming back in. Jada Burnett also out there for the Dolphins. McCoy corner jumper, no. And the rebound secured by Richard Bland. Martin and Matthews, now it's McGinley. And the three not good this time by Lipscomb. At the midway point here in this second quarter, Richard Bland comfortably ahead by 14. Leach to Kaylin Logan Boaknight. Here is McCoy. Jada Burnett just kept that pivot foot, then it's ripped away by Gaither. Nice defense by her. And we got a blocking foul called on Brunswick. No, it's an offensive foul called. So that'll be the third team foul. As we go to another timeout, 4:38 left to go in the half. Richard Bland by 14. Everybody, 4:38 left to go until halftime. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Richard Bland out to a 14-point lead. Kennedy Matthews, the big story for the States women, as Kennedy's got 11 points, 5 for Lipscomb, 4 for Early, 3 for Hunter, 3 for McGinley. For Brunswick, Kaylin Logan Boaknight, couple of triples. She's got 6. And then Jemiah Leach with 4, Krishia McCoy with 2. So Dolphins turn it over out of the timeout. Second of a 3-game road trip for Richard Bland. They're at Southwest Virginia. Make that long trek across basically the entire state of Virginia. That'll be on Wednesday. Richard Bland is in Petersburg, I believe. I've made that drive. Well, I didn't make it all the way to Bristol, which is, I think, where Southwest Virginia is. But I started, when I lived in the Outer Banks, I went up and then across Virginia to, like, Roanoke.
You think so?
And I've taken a lot of trips, but that was a long day. I remember that one.
Oh, yeah.
Jada Burnett fakes out 2 players, and then the recovery there by Gaither, who got the block. So Mercedes with some nice defense. It'll stay with Brunswick, though, with 3:55 to go. Burnett will try it again. Too strong off the glass. And the rebound controlled by Lipscomb. Into the forecourt, Martin on the far side. Matthews trying to get her offense going again. Back over to Hunter this time. Or excuse me, Martin. Now Matthews, the mid-range, no good. Another one and done for the Dolphins. Running and gunning with some numbers. It's Leach with the baseline shot, no. Dime attempt there by McCoy, who also got the rebound. It's nice. Richard Bland has a few good rebounding guards. So does Brunswick, and really helps you get into your fast break, as Lipscomb was way off there. Attacking again. Boy, Richard Bland sleeping defensively, and nobody picks up the ball. Krishaya McCoy with her second bucket today.
Oh, wow.
And then nobody down low. Nice cut by Gaither. That's her first bucket.
Gotta love basketball.
2:37 left to go until halftime. Wilkins into the forecourt. 2 subs for each team ready to come into the game.
She can't guard you, Chris. Hit her with 20 o'clock, beam to the rim.
Here is Leach. Baseline shot. Rebound controlled by
Stop ball, stop ball, stop ball.
Early, I believe that is, over on the far side.
Defense, good defense. Take it from her. She can't control the ball.
Great ball movement here by Richard Bland. Gaither can't get it. Second effort, no. But that was some real nice ball movement on that possession from the Stateswomen.
She said blue for the 2. Hut.
Dolphins called for the foul. 14 fouls on Richard Bland, 2 on Brunswick with 2:03 to go. Sadeja Murphy back into the game. Anaya Hemby for the first time here today. Hunter is back in for Richard Bland, and Powers is also out there. Powers takes the deep one, grazes the rim, that's all, and Dolphins will let it go out of bounds. So Alicia Powers still scoreless here in this first half. Dolphins chance to get this to 10 or maybe even 9 with a 3 before the half. And that ball deflected out. It'll stay with Brunswick, though, in the front court. So Dolphins have 21 on the shot clock. We've got 1:42 on the game clock.
Oh, yeah, 22. Shoot that. Shoot it, 22. That's your shot right there. Shoot that.
Hemby to Murphy.
Get back 22.
Out to Boaknight for 3. The rainbow shot goes. Kaylin Logan Boaknight with her third triple of the half. She's got 9. And it's single digits. No, it's not. It's 11, 28-17. What can I say? Math is hard. Martin got it top of the key. 3 ball no good by Hunter. Offensive rebound to Richard Bland. The bucket no good. Murphy got the board. Pushing it is Leach. Leach one-on-one. Hop step throws it up short. And the rebound. Richard Bland quickly into the forecourt now. Matthews in the corner, traveled with the basketball. So inside a minute to play here in this opening half, 53 seconds, in fact. Dolphins, again, this time I'm sure of it, opportunity to cut it down to single digits here. So Kaylin Logan Boaknight with 9. And then 8 total between McCoy and Leach. That's the scoring so far for Brunswick. Hemby back to Brooke Wilkins from downtown. Too strong. Logan Boaknight tries to save it. And I think you could go into the... Oh, I thought you could go into the backcourt on a rebound. I'm pretty... Well... The referee says no. I can hear Joe Gahan from here. All the construction noise in downtown Cleveland, and Joe Gahan, his voice traveled all the way 700 miles up to Ohio. I heard him, and I think he's right. But last shot time for Richard Bland. Hunter content to bleed the clock a little bit. Matthews, hot first quarter, scoreless second quarter. She's got 11 in the game. Now Hunter over to Matthews. With 3, she takes the 3. It's too strong, and that'll do it for the first half. 20 minutes in the books. Richard Bland, 28. Brunswick, 17. You're watching Dolphins basketball, brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Here on YouTube, we'll be back with the second half in about 15 minutes. Don't go too far.
Our Lady Dolphins.
Welcome back, everybody, as the Dolphins get it going early. Jemiah Leach had 4 points. There's 2 of them in that first quarter. And then coming off the bench for Brunswick in the first half, Kaylin Logan Boaknight made an immediate impact. She hit 2 triples in the first quarter. She gets a pass back from Brooke Wilkins here. And then some lazy defense at times for Richard Bland. We didn't get the full play there, but that was Jemiah Leach, or Krishai McCoy, going to the bucket. And then a third triple late in that first half for Kaylin Logan Boaknight, as she answers, this time from the left wing, and the Dolphins still trail, though, 28-17. It's a low-scoring first half for both teams and a defensive struggle. For Richard Bland in that first half, Kennedy Matthews did all her scoring in the first quarter. She's got 11 in the game. Natavia Lipscomb with 5. 4 for Kamaya Early, 3 apiece for Sierra McGinley, and 3 for Amari Hunter, and 2 for Mercedes Gaither, as we're underway here in the second half. Meanwhile, for Brunswick, I mentioned Kaylin Logan Boaknight leads the team with 9 points. Also scoring in the first half, 4 points for Jemiah Leach, 4 points for that lady, Krishia McCoy, who gets the steal, gets the bucket, and gets the foul. And a 3-point opportunity now for Krishia, who's got 6 points, chance to make it 7. So McCoy, 58% free throw shooter on the season, gets the 3-point play, and this is a ball game, 28-20. Dolphins within 8. Richard Bland took down Cape Fear yesterday, 63-61. The same Cape Fear team that on Wednesday beat Brunswick 91-32. There's a big answer for Matthews. Her first points since the first quarter. And it's a long-distance triple, so Matthews with 14 now in the ball game. And a big response, she forces the tie up there, but the jump ball possession arrow will favor Brunswick. So Dolphins will keep it with 21 on the shot clock. Opening minute here in this second half. Richard Bland back up by 11. Christina, glad to be with you. Start of a 3-game homestand to wrap up the regular season as Brunswick turns it over here. Throw ahead goes to Martin. Matthews swings it to McGinley for 3. Missed it, and then down low. Shot blocked, but it trickles out to Hunter. Don't want to leave her open again, and she makes them pay. Kennedy Matthews stealing the show. She likes these odd number quarters as Matthews hits back-to-back triples. Richard Bland matches its biggest lead at 14. So Matthews at her season average now, 17 points. Final of a back-to-back for Richard Bland this weekend. First of a back-to-back for Brunswick. Sadeja Murphy, she's got that shotgun shot. And Sadeja with her first 2. And she gets the corner jumper to go. So 8:19 left to play here in this third quarter. Dolphins within 12. Hunter, quick pass to Martin. Corner 3 around the world, no. Murphy with another rebound. Dolphins averaging 14 offensive rebounds a game at home this year. Sadeja Murphy, we talked about her numbers early on in the first half. Dolphins right now working against the zone here with 10 to shoot. McCoy to the corner. Here's Murphy on the wing, 7 to shoot. Back out to Brooke Wilkins. That's going to go into the backcourt. It'll be a Dolphins turnover. Didn't quite look comfortable in that possession, the Dolphins. And the turnover as a result. Okay, they're going to come back into the game. I believe it's Lipscomb going out. Matthews with 2 3-pointers. Here's Hunter. Martin back to Hunter. Thought about the three, splits the defense, and then she got tied up. Actually traveled with the basketball. Great defense there by Sadasia Murphy. What do they call an offensive foul on that? Or did somebody get teed up? I think we got a technical foul called on Richard Bland. They have not been happy with some of the whistles today, venting their frustrations here, and the officials talking about it. So Caitlin Logan Boatnight going to come in and shoot the technicals. Chance to get into double figures for her today. She's got 9 points. First one was good, so Logan's got 10. Make it 11. And it'll also be Dolphins basketball. Chance again to cut it to single digits here. If you're Richard Bland, you got to regroup. Can't worry about the way the calls are going if you don't like them. Got an 11-point lead. Want to maintain that. That'll be a carry by Krishaya McCoy. So a good game for Krishaya with 7 points today, but a bad turnover there. As the Dolphins, on the flip side, want to keep frustrating Richard Bland. Okay, they're looking to post up. Instead, it swung around the perimeter. Hunter in the corner. This is McGinley. And she got tied up by Krishaya McCoy. Jump ball will keep it with Richard Bland, though. 3 minutes into this second half. Statesman will have 13 on the shot clock. McGinley gets it back off the inbound. Here's Hunter. Matthews attacking, back to Hunter against the zone. Fires the three, had to get it off. With the shot clock winding down, Amari Hunter buries her second triple. Averaging 12 a game on the year, she's got 6 here today. Good response there for Richard Bland after the technical foul to get a turnover and a quick three. Dolphins quick trigger on that shot. It's Leach. So Jemiah Leach with 6 here today. Hunter to Martin. Matthews on the right side. Richard Bland has been patient against the zone. Got to get to work, though, with the shot clock at 10. And going right to the hoop is McGinley. Sierra McGinley hit a triple in the first half. That's her second bucket. She's got 5. So inside 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's back to 14. Caitlin Logan Boatnight for 3. Not that time. I think that's her first miss. Burnett got the offensive rebound. Runner no good. Might have been blocked. So some of the offensive rebounding we've been talking about on display here today. Oh, a little behind the back out of Hunter. It's deflected out of bounds, though, with 5:30 to go in the quarter. Riley Gibson coming back in for Richard Bland. So is Lipscomb. Scoreless first half for Gibson. Lipscomb has 5. Matthews another one. Yes, again. Kennedy Matthews has 20 in the game. Richard Bland takes its biggest lead now. It's 17 points. Caitlin Logan Boatnight over to Brooke Wilkins. Sadasia Murphy, quick pass out to Leach. And the entry pass is deflected. Here is Lipscomb stripped. Sadasia Murphy, more good defense. Here's McCoy attacking and scoring. Krishaya McCoy's got 9. She has been aggressive offensively today, attacking the bucket. Out of control play by McGinley there, and that'll be an offensive foul most likely. Timeout on the court. We'll step aside. 4:43 to go here in this third quarter. Richard Bland maintaining a double-digit lead. Back to live action, Dolphins basketball. Chris Sheeman here with you from the home studio in Ohio. Wherever you're watching from, we appreciate it. Coming down the home stretch this year as the Dolphins will play their final 3 games here at home today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And then the Region 10 tournament will be hosted here. We'll have all those games for you on YouTube. Hint, hint, Richard Bland fans. Going to be a real interesting tournament. I've said that before on these broadcasts. Richard Bland getting that win over Cape Fear yesterday kind of makes them an interesting target come March Madness time. So we'll see what the state's women can do as we get closer to that tournament. Another 3 by Richard Bland. As that time it's Martin. Shamara Martin, that's her first bucket. I mentioned Richard Bland, third best three-point shooting team in D2 at 37%. They're 8th best in the NJCAA in shooting 45% as a team. Kalen Logan Booknights for 3, no good. It was nice ball movement, good box out by McGinley. Dolphins don't get the bucket. Matthews had it poked away, looking for a whistle. Matthews has 20 for Richard Bland here today. McGinley back to Matthews. Lipscomb tied up. Cross court to Matthews again. And her runner is blocked, but a foul. Kennedy Matthews, an 80% free throw shooter going to the line. 3:28 to play here in this third quarter. That is the first foul on Brunswick. So Matthews with 22, and the lead has grown out to 20 for Richard Bland. Had a 3-game losing streak coming into play this weekend before taking down Cape Fear in Wilmington yesterday. But I mentioned their offensive numbers. This is a dangerous team when they get it going. McCoy throws it away. Good anticipation there by Matthews. Matthews attacks. Of course she scores. She is a bucket getter. Kennedy Matthews up to 24 here today. Sadeja Murphy. Poke night on the far side. Rockets at cross court. Here's Leach. Jumper too strong. Rebound controlled by Lipscomb. Matthews had 11 in the first quarter. She's got 13 here in the third quarter. 2:27 to play. Dolphins get a one and done here. Wilkins up top. McCoy to Leach. Looking in for Sadeja Murphy. Pass was off the mark. Matthews turning on the Jets. Coming from behind, it's McCoy to poke it away. Can't quite get the steal, but you love the recovery effort there by Krishaya McCoy. If nothing else, breaks up the fast break opportunity. She'll get a well-deserved rest. Skylar Lassiter is going to come into the game for Brunswick now. Hunter. McGinley. Contested shot went off the side of the backboard and out of bounds.
Is 18 not a lot? Is 18 not a lot? Is that her whole season or just, I mean, her whole, like, time playing or just season?
A little light trap here for Richard Bland. Oh, Lassiter was out of bounds. If you're Leach, well, spacing there, not great, but not the best pass to make, and if you're Lassiter, got to be more court aware than that. So Dolphins with a turnover. Richard Bland trying to capitalize. Hunter over to Martin.
Are they all from Woodbridge?
That, I believe, is McGinley with another bank shot. Sierra up to 7 points here today. Sadeja Murphy. Jemiah Leach. Boat Knight pass tipped. Gibson trying to come up with the steal. Murphy keeps hope alive for Brunswick. Bounce pass to Lassiter. Cross court, Kalen for three. In and out and right back in. Kalen Logan Boat Knight with her fourth triple of the game. She's got 14. Team high. So we go inside a minute here in the third quarter. The fadeaway is way off. Gibson's putback was blocked. Leach with some nice defense for Brunswick. Leach attacks. Down low Murphy. Offensive foul is Richard Bland taking the charge. It was Gibson. So Riley Gibson, not a big-time scorer, but making an impact in a lot of other ways, especially here today for Richard Bland. Got some changes for Brunswick we'll tell you about. 4.2 is the difference, game and shot clock, as we wind down the third quarter here. So Lassiter, Wilkins, Hemby into the game, Leach, and Jada Burnett. That's the five for Brunswick as we wrap up this third quarter. Richard Bland content to run some time here. Try to get the last shot, or close to it at least. Hunter gets it back, 4 to shoot. Got to get to work now with 2 to shoot. With 1, the extra pass, they're not going to get it away. And it's a shot clock violation. There should be a little more time on the clock. They're going to let it roll. Look out. Wilkins will pick it up. Leach the home run pass. And we go to the fourth quarter. Richard Bland comfortably ahead, 51-30, as we head to quarter number 4. Fourth quarter underway. Chris Sheeman back here with you as the Dolphins trail Richard Bland 51-30. Brooke Wilkins, Hemby will take the long jumper off the front rim. Skylar Lassiter put back no, and the rebound corralled by Richard Bland. Stateswomen at 14-7 on their way to their 15th victory of the year. All game action in region play, too. Amari Hunter, 6 points today, 74% free throw shooter. She'll go to the line. 12 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 3.7 steals. One of 6 of their 11 active players, Amari Hunter is, that shoots 45% or better from the field. That's going to be a scoop shot and score. What a shot for Brunswick. Oh, they called the offensive foul. Never mind, take it away. Hunter over to Martin. Number 14, Riley Gibson still in the game, trying to set the lineups for you. McGinley is out there. Mentioned Hunter and Martin. And we got a travel on the far side for Richard Bland. So turnovers here in the opening minute. Hemby, bounce pass to Burnett. Wilkins, extra pass. Lassiter to Leach. The runner, no good. Ball deflected out to Hunter. She's looking to push. 1-on-2. And now she'll back it out, wait for her friends. Hunter goes now. Can't bank it. Offensive rebound early down low. Had it stripped away. So Jada Burnett with a nice play. Hemby into the forecourt. Lassiter over to Leach. Airballed it. Martin walks it up for Richard Bland. Out of control pass. Saved by Hunter. Takes an NBA range 3. Can't get it to go. And then Jada Burnett, the guilty party on the foul. Lipscomb coming back into the game for Richard Bland. And head coach Todd Chico finally took that interim tag title off of him. He's the man now for this Stateswomen program. I believe, I'm not 100% on this, but I think he took over for our old friend Coach Gaines after she took an assistant role at a D1. Martin can't get the 3 to go, so Deja Murphy with another rebound to her total here today. Dolphins bring it into the front court. And turn it over. Martin will back it out. Now top of the key, Lipscomb. Extra pass, and the jumper is good. But it's Gibson, I believe. If it is, it's Riley's first here today. Hemby on the wing. Here's Murphy, and she's fouled. So Deja Murphy, 2 points today, 64% free throw shooter. First foul of the quarter on Richard Bland. Brunswick's got 3 here in this final 10 minutes. Murphy good on the first one. So Deja, if you weren't around at the start of the game, mentioned she came in to play today. 96 offensive rebounds, 28th in the NJCAA. Tied for 43rd in offensive rebounds a game. 12th in Region 10 in rebounds per game at 8.6. And also 33rd in the NJCAA in total blocks with 33. She's had at least one that I can think of here this afternoon as well. Hemby got the rebound. Here comes Brunswick. 6:50 to go in the game. Murphy over to Wilkins. Lassiter left alone, takes a dribble, looks down low for Burnett, who got fouled on a reach. Lipscomb the guilty party. Second team foul on Richard Bland. McCoy and Cache Morton both coming in for Joe Gaughan's team. Is the family watching today at the big party? Everybody abandoned Coach Joe. He's been left alone today. Jada Burnett at the half circle. Cache Morton is fouled again. And again, it's on Lipscomb. That's 3 quick fouls on Richard Bland here in the fourth quarter. No more family parties on game day, Gaughan family. It's a decree from the broadcaster. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So Hemby will inbound it here for Brunswick, and now both teams with 3 team fouls, 6:32, a decree. 15th century England all of a sudden. Cache Morton top of the key. Lassiter on the wing. Hemby. 6 to shoot. Dolphins got to be aware. Bench helping them out with 2 to go on the shot clock. It's poked out of bounds, but I think it's going to be a shot clock violation. No, they're going to put 1. It's going to be a quick one, so Brunswick got to catch and shoot here. They will put up 1 second on the shot clock. Hemby to inbound. Morton goes quickly, and it's an air ball. Hunter goes to Matthews. Matthews back into the game. She's been deadly today. McGinley out of control. The putback is no good as Richard Bland players collide. Then we have a rebound by Hemby and a foul called on Richard Bland. It's been the Kennedy Matthews show today for the States Women program. She has got 24 points. Caitlin Logan Boaknight in double figures for Brunswick with 14. Krishai McCoy close to double figures with 9 points. Burnett's pass was tipped. Hemby, no problem. Cache Morton cut off and traveled with the basketball. 5:39 left to play here in this game. Hunter into the front court. Matthews has done all her scoring so far in the odd number quarters. She scored 11. McGinley can't get the 3, but the long rebound comes to her, gets it out to Hunter from downtown. Another offensive rebound for Richard Bland. McGinley, by the way, 18th in D2 in three-point shooting. Matthews is 29th. Matthews has hit several bombs. McGinley's been quiet. She averages about 10 a game. She's at 7, so slightly quiet by her standards. Still 5 minutes to play in the game. But she's at 39% from 3. Matthews is 38%. I mentioned Lipscomb, 61%. You have to have a certain number of shot attempts by this time of the year to qualify for the ranking. So that's why Lipscomb, she'd be at the top of the country. Timeout on the court. We'll step aside. 4:52 left to go in the game. Richard Bland by 23 as we go to a timeout. to live action as we're past the midway point here in this final quarter. Chris Sheeman here with you, and I Hemby over to Lassiter. So Hemby, Lassiter, Burnett, Cachet, Morton, and McCoy, the 5 on the floor. Hemby banks it in. So Anaya Hemby gets it to go. 4:27 to play. So Richard Bland going to win both meetings, but this one a little more competitive than the one up in Petersburg, Virginia. Hemby gets the steal. Not a bad defensive effort for Brunswick today. Lassiter handoff. McCoy will back it out. Hemby to Burnett. Shot clock winding down. Had her shot blocked by Gibson. Gibson, I believe that's her second block today. Here's Hunter into the front court. Extra pass goes out. McGinley can't get the 3 to go. Rebound by Jada. So Burnett with the board. McCoy around one defender. She'll attack. Looking for Lassiter and throws a rocket right at her. Out of bounds for a turnover. Canlin Logan Boatnight going to come in for Krishia McCoy. Dolphins back in action tomorrow against Catawba Valley at 1 p.m. We'll have that for you on YouTube. Then Wednesday's sophomore night. It'll be an early start, 5 p.m. on Wednesday against Fayetteville Tech. McGinley goes cross court. Matthews, another open look and another bomb for Kennedy Matthews. 27 on the day. Lassiter to Kalin. Too strong. Rebound control by Richard Bland. 2:50 left to go in the game. Nice weekend trip to the North Carolina beaches for the stateswomen as they're going to win both games. It's not easy to do on a trip, and especially when you're talking about one of those games being against the Cape Fear Sea Devils, who were in the top 20. Now they're just receiving votes in the latest JUCO poll, but still a really dangerous program. Cape Fear. Richard Bland has my attention after that win yesterday. Bryan and Stratton we haven't seen. I got Southwest Virginia as a sleeper team in the tournament, which we're going to have for you. Kayla Logan Boatnight, 15 foul on Richard Bland, so she's got 15 now. She buries the first free throw. $16 now for Kalin. Don't forget on Wednesday for sophomore night, we'll have some halftime interviews. I believe it's Brooke Wilkins, Krishia McCoy, and Cachet Morton. I'm sure all three of those ladies are just dying to talk to me. Another foul called, this time on Brunswick. It's the 4th on the Dolphins, so both teams will be in the bonus going forward. 2:07 left to go in the game. That is a triple, they're going to say, for McGinley, so she's close to her average now at 10 a night. Lassiter nearest us. Cachet Morton top of the key, back to Skyler. Jada Burnett draws contact, and Burnett will go to the line, try to get into the book. Jada Burnett short on the first free throw. She has struggled from the charity stripe this year. One of 4 players under 50% for the Dolphins at the free throw line. So 1:39 left to go. Matthews goes cross courts. McGinley can't score. Power's got a hand on it. It's wrestled away by Cache Morton. Murphy in the corner had it poked away. So Dolphins will have 14 to shoot. Region 10 tournament, I mentioned 2 Mondays from now will be the first round action at home sites, and then whoever makes the quarterfinals comes to Brunswick. It'll start the 7th, quarterfinals on the 7th, semifinals the 8th, and then the championship game on the 9th. Kalen Logan boat night. Red hot here tonight. Good to see that from Kalen. 19 in the game. That is her 5th triple. Inside a minute to go. McGinley nearest us. Oh no. Matthews is open again. I don't know. That's probably not the person I'd leave open. Kennedy Matthews has 30. Boat Knight takes it left side. Cache Morton left alone. She'll attack. Swing it out to Kalen. Scoop to Murphy. Trickles to Burnett. Oh! That is robbery, ladies and gentlemen. So Richard Bland can bleed the clock here, and they'll win it today, 64-40, as they win back-to-back games, go to 15-7, drop the Dolphins to 3-25. Once again, we'll be with you tomorrow, Dolphins and Catawba Valley. That'll be a 1 p.m. start tomorrow afternoon. So that's going to wrap it for us here at Brunswick.